making huge life changes, it's just utterly daunting. So let's talk about small changes instead. Now, I've started going for a daily walk, but I am going for a morning walk. Now, I always convince myself that I'm not a morning person. So I'm not going for my morning walk at 5 o'clock in the morning. No, I'm going for the walk at a more realistic time for me. And it has really, really shifted things because prior to this, I would say to myself, I'm going for an evening walk. But when the evening arises, then I just felt so tired and I wouldn't actually go out for that walk. But now that I've started going for the morning walk, I feel more energized and it just starts the day in the right way. It sets the tone for me. I know that I've done something healthy for myself. I've taken out the time for myself. I've enjoyed the scenery in the morning, which adds to that feeling of starting the day in a positive way. So definitely incorporate a walk into your day. It doesn't necessarily have to be a morning walk, but just a daily walk adds so much value to your life. Try it and see. And the more often you walk, the more often you want to go out for more walks. It's just such a wonderful way to actually exercise, but it also benefits you emotionally, physically, mentally. So you win on so many levels. I'm not a gym person at all. So don't ask me to go and lift weights at the gym, but going for a walk, there's something so meditative about it. Every step that I take, it's just like I'm getting into the flow of things. And I always feel so happy after a walk. I always feel like I have succeeded at something today. So I definitely recommend going for a walk, and a daily walk at that. Now, I have my Fitbit and I love my Fitbit. It's actually one of the best presents I ever received. But I also track it in my own diary because I'm old school and I like having it written down. And every day I will track how many steps I've done. And I try to ensure that I do 10,000 steps a day. I'm not obsessive about it, but most days I do reach the 10,000 steps a day. It's just such a wonderful feeling of accomplishment when you see that you have actually walked the 10,000 steps, and then when you see your progression through the week, like Monday to Sunday, you actually have walked those 10,000 steps and you know that you are actually adding to your health. And that's a wonderful feeling to have, to know that you're being proactive about your own body and your own health and your own mind. It's just fantastic. Reading is something that I've always loved ever since I was a little girl. Going to the library for me was as if I was going to a candy store because I absolutely love reading. But as time went on, other things got into the way and I started reading less. But now I've gone back to my love of reading. And for example, this book right here, Atomic Habits, it's been such a wonderful book. It's actually the second time that I'm reading this book. And I realized that even whilst reading the book, it helped me to understand certain things. For example, if I keep this book in sight, I'm more likely to read it. If it's out of sight, out of mind. So when it comes to reading, I would encourage you to have your book somewhere where you can easily see it, not stashed away in your cupboard. Have your books lying around your house, so that you will more likely pick it up and read a few pages. The more you read, the more you'll want to read as well. And reading is just such a beautiful, beautiful habit to have. It de-stresses you, it builds up your imagination, or if you're reading non-fiction, then it helps you build up your knowledge. It's such a powerful tool to have. I will always advocate for reading because it has completely changed my life. I'm sure that even if you think I'm not a reader, just try it, just get into it. You will see that you actually do like reading. You just haven't chosen the right books for yourself yet. That's what I believe. So every day I write down the things that I'm grateful for. Now, it's not an exhaustive list at all. It's 3 things that I list. It helps me be really mindful throughout my day. It helps me have a mindset of gratitude because I'm not saying life is all roses every single day. No. Far from it, Life can be challenging and it can suck at times. It really can. And that's the reality of it. But even within a so-called bad day, there are things to be grateful for. Small things. When you take the time out to write down what you're grateful for, you can't not be grateful when you're writing about things that you're grateful for. So I really would say to you that if you want to shift your mindset to a more positive mindset and a mindset where you feel grateful, try having a gratitude journal. Don't make it difficult. Don't write 10 things. Write 3 things every day. It doesn't have to be massive things. It can even be, I'm grateful for going for that wonderful walk today. I'm grateful for calling up my family member who I haven't spoken to in ages. It doesn't have to be huge. Life is about the moments. When you have something to be grateful for, you are remembering those moments. I also have a diary. I started having a diary when I was about, I'd say 11 years old. I used to record things that happened at school, etc. And then I stopped having a diary. I made a conscious decision and I stopped having a diary because I said to myself, this takes up too much of my time. It is a waste of time. But I was utterly wrong, because having a diary makes you make sense of your own emotions and thoughts. You can free flow, write down everything that you're feeling. When you read back, it makes you aware of your thought processes, how you view a certain situation. And the best part is that when you read some of your diary entries a month later, you think, oh wow, I actually got through that. Oh wow, that was a big success of mine. Oh wow, that was a difficult time. I'm going to be kind to myself because I'm still going through that difficult time. So having a diary is really helpful. It's like confiding to yourself about yourself. It's so beneficial. So no, I no longer think that it's a waste of time to have a diary. I write in my diary every day. Some days I will miss it because something's happened, but most days I am writing in my diary because it just helps me make sense of my life and what's happening in my life. Without it, I can feel a bit overwhelmed because, yes, I can tell a friend or a family member, but ultimately, these are my thoughts and I need to understand my thoughts. I need to understand how I'm viewing the things that are happening in my own life. Try having a diary, see if it works for you. I'm not guaranteeing that it will work for you, but I am saying that I think it could work for you. So try having a diary. You don't have to write reams of information. Start by writing 1 or 2 sentences, just what you're going through, how you're feeling about things, what are you scared of, what are you excited about, how was your day today, what are you thinking, planning for the future, for the next day or the next week, just to have an account of your own life. You document things on Instagram with photos, but where are you documenting your thoughts? Where are you documenting your feelings? Where are you documenting your aspirations? And having a diary enables you to do that. For me, I like it to be in a written form in a book, but you can have a digital diary as well. It really is up to you. I love having a diary. Yes, I watch YouTube. Actually, YouTube is my favorite social media platform. I also don't want to have so much screen time. So what I do is if I'm listening to someone on YouTube and I don't need to see the screen, I will turn away my laptop. So I get to listen to what the person is saying without having too much screen time. So that's just a little tip. Especially if I'm watching something that is educational, I don't necessarily need to watch the person speak. I can just hear the information, and that is something that is valuable to me. But I'm also limiting my screen time, which is also very important to me, because sometimes I feel that it's so easy to have a great deal of screen time. Having a great deal of screen time is not a good thing for your mind. You can use your time more effectively. Also, in terms of my phone, out of sight, out of mind. So I actually hide my phone from myself. So what I would do is I would place my phone in a different spot sometimes, and I'll put it in a different room or somewhere where I would have to take a while to go and get it. And honestly, when it's not within your reach, then you're not really going to be on your phone as often as if my phone was right here, right now, yes, then you know, okay, I'm going to use my phone. And you'll say to myself, I'm going to use my phone for 5 minutes. 2 hours later, you still searching on Google, watching something. So no, put your phone away. If you don't need it right now, put it away. Trust me. And putting it far away or putting it in a place that you wouldn't normally look for, it helps a lot, really out of sight, out of mind. Try that one. I think you'll find good results with that. Now, I am all about to-do lists. Yes, yes, yes. But please don't feel that if you have things on your to-do list and you haven't done them, then it's the end of the world, because it absolutely is not. You should not feel so pressurized. A to-do list is helpful because it guides you in terms of what actions you actually need to put into place. So I find the to-do list really helpful because it structures the necessary actions that I need to complete certain tasks. For example, on your to-do list, you may say, I need to renew my passport, and you can put a timeline against it. Or I need to return my library books, and you can put a date against that. So it just serves as a reminder so that you don't feel overwhelmed by all your tasks. And to-do lists have really worked for me both in my professional work life and my personal life. And I love Google Documents because they also assist me to write down, okay, these are the things that I need to get done, and I can then tick them off as I go along. And with Google Docs, you don't need to save the documents. It saves as you go along. So I really like Google Docs as well. Listen to happy music as often as you can. Now, I listen to happy music when I'm washing dishes, putting my makeup on. If you're just doing a task that you don't find really exciting, like washing dishes, for example, but you put happy music on, the time just flies by. And also, music is so wonderful to listen to. So definitely incorporate listening to music more often in your life. It gives you all those feel-good hormones, all those lovely endorphins. And music is just so powerful. It can shift your mood. It can make you feel happier. It can make you feel more energized. So I know I do like Adele and things of that sort, but sometimes listening to the sad songs can make you feel really sad. And there's a time and a place for that, yes, when you just want your emotions to run wild and you just want to have a good cry. But listening to happy music, it reinvigorates you. Try that when you're doing your makeup, when you're washing those dishes, when you have to mop the floor. Try listening to happy music. Let me know if it makes a difference. Drink enough water. Obviously, don't overconsume water, but drink enough water. Hydration is a real thing. And if you have your water bottles close to you again, if it's in sight, you're more inclined to use it. So have your water bottle somewhere where you can easily see it. If you're attending university, carry your water bottle with you. If you're going to work, have a glass of water on your desk. That's something that I've always done, and it really helps because it's right there in my sight. I'm going to pick up that glass of water and drink it. And even with going for more walks, you will drink more water as you walk. So drinking water is really, really important, and incorporating that more often into your daily life will serve you well. So drink that water. Going to bed earlier has changed things for me. I think a lot of the times why I thought I wasn't a morning person was because I was going to bed at 12 o'clock at night. So obviously I would wake up far later, but now I'm going to bed at about 8:30, even 9 o'clock at night. So I'm waking up at about, say, 6:15. So going to bed earlier means that I don't struggle to wake up in the morning. I am sleeping, I think, at the right time for me personally. And it's helped me because I get to have that morning walk and I get to feel that I've started the day right. So, also make sure that you aren't watching your screens just before you sleep. Make sure that you have no screen time, at least, like I would say, 1 hour before you sleep. Rather read a book or rather chat to your partner or just immerse yourself in something that's non-digital before you sleep. So going to bed earlier, having a good sleep, that really does help you in life. Make sure you have a good pillow too. That is really important. And finally, something that I absolutely love, and I'm pretty sure that you will love it too, trying to be outdoors as much as possible. Yes, I know that, during the week you're probably just overwhelmed with work, but on the weekends especially, try to be outdoors, because when you are immersed in nature, it just gives you such a boost, and you're able to switch off from your daily stresses. So being outdoors, it just feels so beautiful. For me personally, I actually want to try to increase the amount of time that I spend outdoors, because when I am outdoors, I feel like my energy increases. When I'm indoors, I feel like not confined, but I feel like it's so easy to just switch on the devices, just get so immersed in things that are on screen. But when I'm outside, I don't take my phone outside. I am looking at everything, my surroundings, I'm taking it all in. I'm appreciating it. I'm feeling grateful. I'm feeling positive. So I have said to myself, I need to be outdoors far more often, because this is what makes me feel good. So really, if you feel like you aren't going outside very often, try to change that. Try to go outside even for like an hour a day. Yes, I know you'll come back from work really tired. So maybe when you come back from work, you have something to eat and you go out for a quick walk, for like a 15-minute walk. Because just seeing nature or just seeing your surroundings, even if you live on a busy street and you're just going outside on your street, just stepping outside of a home, a confined space, into an open space, it does something for your mind. It definitely does. And it certainly does something for your soul. So try to be more outdoors. I really think that will be very beneficial. Start off small. Try to incorporate a few of these habits into your life and just see how it goes, and let me know. Let me know what habits you have in your life which has helped you lead a happier and more positive life. And this channel is all about creating the best version of yourself, and for us to uplift each other and empower each other. There can be so much negativity in the world, and it's important to have spaces where we can try and really root for each other and try and help each other. And I hope that this channel will be that kind of platform, where it's a channel where we are uplifting each other. Because no matter what you're going through in life, if you have the mindset that you can get through this, that you are valuable, that you deserve joy, and if you try to incorporate those beliefs every day, it will help you. It's not like a magic wand. No, not at all. But sometimes we just need reminders that we are enough. Good luck with these small habits. I hope that you have a beautiful day. Keep well.